Plaintiff Quenisha Holmes met the defendant when they were in a drug rehab program. And although Quenisha wasn't ready for a relationship, he kept pursuing it, despite the fact that he had a girlfriend. She's suing him today for breach of contract. Defendant Devon McDonald says the only reason he's in court today is because Quenisha is angry that he refused to date her. Devon insists Quenisha is suing for more than he owes.
Tell me what happened.
I met him in IOP, which is like an inpatient program.
For overcoming drug addiction?
Yeah, and I met him in class.
Good.
We exchanged numbers. We kind of had like a mutual attraction to one another, and we exchanged numbers. He played the drums at his church.
Isn't there a rule that you all in recovery should not go into a serious relationship?
Well, I wasn't really looking for a serious relationship. I was just trying to go to church.
You couldn't help you couldn't help yourself. Huh?
Yes, I could help.
Then why did you do it?
We were just friends. It was a platonic relationship.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So, we just became friends. But it did seem like he wanted something a little more than a relationship, which I wasn't really ready for because I really had to still get myself together and I was in a vulnerable state. So, I mean, I'm not going to lie about the attraction I had toward him. I did, but I didn't think that I was in the right place to be in a relationship.
Because that's what they tell you in recovery, right?
They do.
All right. And how long afterwards? Just curious. I know folks to go to NA, beginning of that process, you're not supposed to get into a serious relationship. When do counselors believe it's safe?
They usually say like a year or so.
Oh, okay.
At least.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
At least.
But you can still do your thing within that year, right?
I mean, everybody, do you're human and stuff.
What's that?
Yeah, we're human.
Mumbling. What you mumbling about over there? What you mumbling about? Say it. Say it. If you're going to do it, do it. I'm having fun with you. So, the two of you were friends. You went to church together? The same church?
Yeah, he picked me up and took me to church. I was actually new to the area, so.
Good.
He picked me up and took me to the church, and I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed their service that they had there. You
feel that the pastor and the leadership
it was great.
Does right by you guys, by its members?
Absolutely, yeah.
What about you? You're satisfied with the church? You think it's done well by you?
Yes, sir. Yes,
All right,
sir.
and does it help? What else does the church do in the community?
Yes, sir.
So, what your pastor do? What your church do in the community? When people come in here talking about church, I want to know what you're doing. Either I'm going to promote them or not.
Well, I'm playing drums. That's about it.
What does the church do
Listen.
for the community? Do you all have a youth program?
Yeah, we have a youth program.
Do you all have a youth center?
Yeah, we have a youth program.
Tell me about it.
I mean, I'm not over the youth, so I couldn't really tell you about the youth.
Oh,
so
you don't go often because I'm not over the programs at my church either. But I know of them because I go often enough to hear about them or to read about them in the bulletin. I don't miss things because I'm not involved in it. So you don't even listen to the pastor, huh? You just go play the drums.
I mean,
and close your ears. You don't know nothing. I know what y'all doing in the community. So you don't even listen to the pastor, huh? You just go play the drums.
I mean,
close your ears. You don't know nothing. I know what y'all doing in the community.
Defendant Devon McDonald says the only reason the plaintiff is suing him is because he refused to date her. But she insists she never wanted to date him.
Do you know what the church is doing outside of the church walls to try and help other people?
Not necessarily, but I know that they send me text messages like on a weekly basis if they're having barbecues, like if they're having food drives and stuff like that.
That's nice. Okay.
They just
They're having
recently
barbecue.
in a picnic,
Okay.
something like that. And
Or
then
donation?
they had like a anniversary not too long ago. Was what-
Oh, I know the anniversary. How much
8
was
years,
your
I believe.
commitment? How much was your commitment?
I didn't make a commitment, but it was $50 per person or something
I
along.
know that.
Yeah, you gotta pay your tithes. And
Huh?
I said you gotta pay your tithes.
We talking anniversary. That goes to the pastor. That goes into his
It was
pocket.
black tie affair.
Most anniversaries. That's good, but I wanted to hear, I'm not going to mention the church because you all haven't told me enough about what they're doing in the community. Everybody trying to go to heaven within church. I want to know what they're doing outside of church to help the community, because that's the way you can convince people that you're doing good works inside, is do good works on the outside, not just hustling. Jesus going to come and throw them tables up when you're selling them tapes. Everything other than, we got a youth program, bring your young men here. We know that you're a single mother and you need help because their father is not in their life. I'm hearing that, then I ain't talking about you. All right, I'm gonna talk wrong about you. Get mad at me if you want. You get up there and preach against me if you want to. I might have just as many fans as you in there.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to another church. I ain't like the way he talk about my man, Judge Mathis. That's my man. There's a lot of churches, ain't but one Judge Mathis. There we go.
Yes,
Pastors, I know y'all got them. That's y'all parishioners. I don't have any influence. All right. How did things go with the two of you? She said you all met in recovery and you began a friendship and you all were going to church together. Anything else you want to tell me?
And like after that, it's like we had intimate, you know what I'm saying? And then that's how she like
Does
start
Pastor
falling
know
in-
that? Y'all were fornicating?
well, he probably know now. So yeah.
Does he preach about fornicating?
Yes, all the time. And he looked dead at me all the time.
You feel like he's looking dead.
No, he looks dead at me. And why he
He's
said
a
that?
prophet.
Yes, sir. He is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So you all made a slip up.
Yeah. And
The sin of fornication, sex before marriage. I want everybody to know that's a sin. Probably the biggest sin occurring in your church.
a lot of people too, though. So it's not.
That's what I say. That's the biggest sin in most churches, even though they like to focus in on one or two other sins. They don't talk about the big sin as much. They might be part of that. Go ahead. Let's move right along.
So like, when she found out I had a girlfriend, she
So you a two-timing sinner.
You see why we here now. So,
Ma'am, you said you all didn't have any type of relationship. You didn't want any type of relationship. He says not only did you all fornicate, but you're upset because you wouldn't have a relationship. You say you didn't want one. He said you're upset because he wouldn't have one with you.
I mean, I wasn't upset because of him not wanting to have a relationship with me. I was upset because he was lying to me.
About having a girlfriend?
Just about the whole thing. Like, I already told him that I was not looking for a relationship because I was in a vulnerable state. But he was the one that was pressing, like, I mean, what we gotta wait for? I mean, what's the wait? What's the hold up? Or I like saying that he wants to be in a relationship with me, or he wants me to live with him, or, you know, some things along those lines.
He like you just that much, that's all.
Yeah.
He's just like another woman as well. But I believe he does have a sincere like for you. I can tell the way he's smiling and when we talk about you.
Defendant Devon McDonald says the only reason the plaintiff is suing him is because he refused to date her, but she insists she never wanted to date him.
So why are you suing him? $395. A man that likes you, you put a smile on his face.
He asked to borrow $150, and he said that it was for some church stuff that he had to do, which I didn't have a problem with. He said he'll give me $200 for loaning him the $150. So I had cashed apped him the money.
Pastor gonna be mad at you. Now you cutting into his money. Go ahead.
And then, like, after that, he asked for like $95 because he wanted to buy some white Air Force Ones to go with the outfit that he's going to wear to this church event.
Hold on, Your Honor.
How old are you, sir?
I'm 28.
Okay. All right. Makes sense, then. Yes, sir. What else you want?
I never got that $95 I asked for.
Did you get your Air Force
I got my Air Force
One
One.
with your outfit?
In my outfit.
To go to church.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Your Honor, the $95 is on page 19. Cash App.
All right. See?
And
What do you have to say, sir? She shows me evidence of $95.
Right, but I asked her for another $95, so I don't know how, like.
What was the other 95?
But she didn't give it to me because after she found out I had a girlfriend, she didn't give it to me.
So what was the other? You said a second 95.
Yeah, she didn't give me that one, so I don't know what 95 she talking about. So
this
Only
on the
one
same
that she
day.
gave you. All right. So have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff. I believe you.
I wish him the very best, and I'm glad that I got my money.
she cool. It's like she's still gonna be a friend.